Hi, I'm Becky Lee, your child's science teacher. This is my 6th year at Wood, and I am so excited for the opportunity to work with your child this year. I teach 6th and 8th grade science. I love science so much, and I'm really excited to get to know your student this year. So, some tools for families and for students. Number one is Canvas. We use it pretty much every day in class, whether we're actively on the computer completing an assignment or using the page as a guide for the lesson. Your student can always check that. You can check it to check in with them. Another tool is email. There's email through Canvas. That's a great way to message me. Another way is through the Synergy messaging. And of course, just my standard email, Becky_Barrett@mcpsmd.org. Student view, students should be checking their grades. That's how they see their grades. And finally, collaboration with each other and with me as a teacher. Tools for families. Email, again, is a great tool. Parent view, you can check your students' grades on Parent View. I believe there's an app for your phone. You can download it on there. It's really good to be checking student grades regularly. Again, my MCPS Classroom, aka Canvas, you can enroll in as an observer if you haven't already. Check in with the front office and they can direct you to somebody who can help you with that. And again, just communication. Next up, here is an example of a page. Our page is structured like this. Due today at the top, objective, what we're learning, the warm-up, the various tasks for the day, and then any homework if there is any at the bottom. Some middle school expectations. Middle school is a big deal. It's a big transition. So your students are adjusting to what that means for them. All students should have a binder with dividers for each class. Please do check in with your student to make sure that they're organized and things are in the right places. Many 6th graders have a habit of shoving things in the binders before they leave the class when the bell rings. Chromebooks should be charged daily, and Chromebook chargers need to be brought to class. We have plenty of outlets in the room, but not a whole bunch of chargers to go around. So please have your child bring their charger to school. They need to label it with their name if they haven't already. And of course, students should have pencils. Please, please, please make sure your child has pencils. They're very, very important. Next up, we have our curriculum. We have a brand new curriculum in 6th grade science this year. It's very exciting. We're starting off with the watershed. We've just finished our introductory lessons to science. Well, we're finishing tomorrow and Friday. And so on Monday, we'll be getting into the watershed. Next up after that is atmospheric phenomenon, weather type of things, and then dynamic Earth and Earth's geologic past, and then wrapping it up with Earth's resources and human impact on the environment. The watershed unit will relate very closely to what they do at Outdoor Ed in the spring. Speaking of Outdoor Ed, it is the week of April 24th. It will be split up by science teacher / science class. It is a 3-day, 2-night situation. We're going back. We're finally back to our overnight trips at Camp Let's. It is a really, really wonderful experience, and I encourage you to prioritize it for your child. It's a great time. I went to Outdoor Ed as a child, and I have memories that I still cherish today. So really encourage you to prioritize this. There is a parent meeting sometime late winter, early spring, since it's not coming up until April. It's not all set in stone yet, but please do look out for information. That'll be from Mrs. Luna and Mrs. Berger. They're in charge of that. And of course, we will be needing parent chaperones, so please think about if you're willing to do that. Grading and reporting, we have a 90-10 category. 90 is where the majority of the grade comes from. Those are going to be FAs, and 10% would be the practices. Although 90% is the big grade effector, the 10% is very important because that's where they practice. So all assignments are, of course, important for learning. I'm so excited to get to know you and to work with your student, and I hope we have a great year together.